Alright, so school's coming up, and I know you're all thinking, why would you say that? Why would you say school? Why would you do that? Sorry, I need to brush through my rat hair real quick. Why would you say that? Why would you do that? Why would you bring up school? Well, because it's gonna happen sooner or later, and it's just gonna come up on you like that. And I just want to give you some tips on how to get through it quickly. So, like these things, water bottles, keep them handy in your locker, or like if you don't like school waters and you prefer home water, get like one of those like little water jugs, like the ones that you can pull up the top off and everything, and just fill it up with your water from home and keep it in your locker. I know my school you have to have a water pass to bring water into class, so they usually give us like 4 minutes in between bells to get to our classes, because we have to go from all around the school. Like, we share classrooms for the 8th graders, so that means I'm going into 8th grade, and 7th graders and 8th graders share classrooms. So you have to go from upstairs to downstairs to across the building, so they usually give us some time. So you usually should have time. If you have your locker combination down, stop at your locker, get a drink, get what you need to get, and then get to class. There's tip number 1. Tip number 2, always bring a pencil. Always. Because you don't know if some kid, usually get a pencil from this one kid, and he might not have brought extra pencils this time. What are you going to do? Ask the teacher? Then she's going to yell at you. I know in my school, if you ask for a pencil, or if you do something else, or if you ask for something else, like paper or a notebook, or she'll give you a referral. Like my science teacher. She's kind of bitchy. Sorry for my French. If some of you got offended by that, but I don't care if you did. But she gets super, super bitchy. Like, she'll just sit there and she'll complain, and she'll complain, she'll complain. So if you have teachers like that, just stay on their good side. Stay on them. Do all your homework. Bring in a pencil. Bring in all your supplies necessary. Like, what I do is I keep my school supply list in the back of my binder for the whole year. Just in case, every month I can look at my school supply list, go through my supplies, and see what I have. See if I need something, see if I have all of it. If I wasn't able to get everything, then I can do that. So what else you need is a binder. A binder about this size, if I can get it out. I can't get it out. But it's about this size. It's got 3 rings and 2 pockets. You don't need a binder. I have another one that has 4 rings, 6 rings, files, and pockets, and nets, and because they don't fit in your locker. And if you're bringing a book bag, good luck getting them in there, unless your book bag's about the size of my body. Because you have textbooks, you have your gym clothes, your gym sneakers, and all of that. And so, sorry, I just got back from the window. And all that. So, and in my school, we're not allowed to carry backpacks in the middle of classes. Like, if you were going to gym that day and you had a gym bag, before the bell rings, or no, when the first bell rings for kids to go into, go into study hall and everything, or homeroom, oh my god, I can't speak today. Bring your stuff to your gym locker real quick. it's just a tip, because it's either you're carrying clothes down the hallway or you get a referral for carrying a gym bag. I'd rather, put my stuff in my locker. School sports. If you want to join school sports, as you can see, my jersey's on the wall. I keep my old jersey on the wall. I'm goalie in lacrosse. That was my first ever jersey because my padding was like this. So I can just fit that thing over my tiny body, but now I've got a big body and humongous padding, and girls are whipping balls at my face. Keep A's and B's. If you get a C, D, or F, they're going to put you on probation. And what probation is, if you don't know what it is, like if you're just going into middle school or something, or just starting a school where they actually have school sports, because I know some schools actually don't have sports or music programs or art programs where it's just Common Core, which I feel sorry for you guys. What probation is you after school, while all your friends or your teammates are out there practicing, you're sitting in a room with the teacher that you're failing. Like, for example, if I had an F in science, they would make me sit in a room with a week, or as long as it takes for me to bring that grade up with that teacher for 2 hours after school, because we practiced 2.5 hours. But they didn't make me sit there in there for 2.5 hours. They make you sit in there for 2 hours, then have your parents come pick you home. Like, there's no after school bus for sports. They don't do that anymore in any schools, or at least in my school, and every single school that I've ever been to, which I've been to like 20 of them, because I moved too much. And, oh my face. And, so, always have a ride home, because my mom decided that it would be cool just to play a game on me, not show up to any of my practices unless I got a hold of her, and she turned off my phone. Seriously? My bunny, can you please? Tip number, I don't know what tip we're on, but next tip. Don't go to school if you have head lice. If you're itching around, and I see you itching around, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Because I swear to God, if I get head lice, I'm gonna kill someone. Because it's disgusting knowing the fact that bugs are living in your hair. Go to the Rite Aid or any little drugstore, any store at all, and get a $15 shampoo with a comb and conditioner. And yeah, and next tip, keep up on your schoolwork. Like, don't because you're tired or any of that, because it's not going to kill you to stay up an extra hour to finish that one sheet of homework that you have. Because if you're back on one paper and you get that one F, like, my first quarter, I didn't try. I just like, fuck this, fuck that, blah blah blah. And so I just handed in what I wanted to hand in, and like either that or I text my ex-best friend. We got in a fight, and I'd be like, give me the answers, come on, hand them over, give me the answers. And so we yeah. And so if, like, for example, I had all straight A's and then I just stopped caring. And so, I had an A and it dropped down to an F for one assignment. And after I got that F, I just stopped. I ended up getting an F minus. My first quarter of the school year, an F minus. Imagine how good of an example that showed for me, and it was my brand new school. I just started this school 7th grade, and I'm going into 8th, so it was last year. Imagine how much of a good example that set for me. An F freaking minus. I was probably the first person to get an F minus in 20 years. Or ever in that school. That school has the best teachers. I go to Oswego, and they're really good. But if you have a good teacher, be good to them. Don't be rude. Stay on all the teachers' good side, because even if you have the nicest teacher in the school, if you get on their bad side, they will turn into the devil from hell. You will have the worst year of your life. Always have all your supplies. Keep up on your homework. Stay on the teacher's good side. Take showers and don't come to school with headlights. And use one of these things. A brush. Go like this. I'm sick of seeing girls' hair's freaking knotted into a poof. That's how much it's knotted. I get it that if you're like, got like an afro and crap, like hair's poofy like mine, but knotted to the point where it looks like you have a knot afro, not fro, that's not normal. And use stuff like this. It's called perfume and deodorant, honey. I'm sick of smelling your nasty ass. Sorry, that was kind of rude, but I'm sick of it. And tips for me. Don't ask me for gum. Don't ask me for pencils. Don't ask me for paper. Don't ask me for shit. Okay? Peace. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Thumbs down, I don't care. Comment what you thought was useful. And comment what other videos I should make. Shout outs would be nice.